Okay. Well, this is going to be PowerWash Simulator, technically part 24. We've already done the second finale, but let's pull this up and take a look at what they've added. Yeah, Bubba? Yeah, that's super cool. Yeah, it's super cute. Yeah, it's spoopy. Right? There we go. Oh boy. Oh dear. This is gnarly looking. Ugh. Bless up. But yeah, we'll do this. We'll do some FF3. We'll do some golf. And hopefully we can get some participants. And then we'll do some zombies tonight. Oh boy, this is interesting looking. Oh, may as well work my way from back to front. It's a washroom apparently. Oh man, I gotta do a floor, a ceiling. Yeah, this is gonna be an interesting one to get through. I do not know. The only thing I can confirm, Imp, is that the lap dance is so much better when the stripper's crying. Really crammed in too. And even Green Boy's having trouble cutting through some of this muck. Yeah, Catboy made the blanket. They're really nice. I wish I could like collaborate and work with them more. They're a really nice person. But I don't know, my content's always far different than everyone else's. Is that rust on that bad boy? There it is. This one's gonna be challenging because of just how sticky the dirt is, as well as the fact that it's a curved surface. Shave the rust. Yep, the old swirly boy. But yeah, if y'all don't know Catboy, www.twitch.tv/Catboy. They're artist, content creator. They're into all sorts of interesting stuff, and they're Canadian, so they're generally fairly nice. To be honest, you might be onto something here, Imp. It'll be a lot more manual work for me, but it's doing the business quite well here. Yeah, you can. You're just blasting pieces of your face off. It's like that Nick Cage movie, Face Off. I will never get tired of making Face Off jokes. Actually, I think this might be the winner. Yeah, that's the one. Oh, ugh. Wow. Well, better get to work. Yeah, clean the block. Well, I no longer need to poop. Oh, hot Alexander. I'd rather just piss outside. Someone shit on the outside of the Uranus. I would literally categorize this as a fucking war crime. This is just fucking disgusting. I've been to some shitty places. I've never seen anything this bad. Oh, is that supposed to be a fucking conduit? Nice. Who knows? I'm very interested to see what happens with Formula One next year. Obviously, the new cars, all the new tech and stuff like that. You know, we'll definitely get a chance to see some new things. I really wish they just, you know, stop racing at places that are basically human rights violations. Also, I've slowly been working on getting that sub 3 van. It's pretty damn close. I think my best is like a 305 currently. Nice. Yeah, what's up, TMB? How are you, friendo? Sliding in for that sweet, sweet power wash? Oh man, just imagine laying down on this floor. Just crawling around on it like some sort of horrific spider. Yeah. Have you though? Oh boy, I can only imagine. We had I've lived with a hoarder, and we've lived across the hall from a hoarder. Like there's a level of like, oh, this is dirty, and then like, okay, someone has serious psychological trauma. It's like horrible to witness that. Like it really is. Like it's just uncontrollable attachment to things. Just due to psychological trauma, man. That's got to be just fucking awful to try and work through. Well, let's work on getting this floor clean. Yeah, it's weird. Normally I'm a green boy, but it looks like yellow boy's been putting in some of the work for us here. Green boy just doesn't have enough pressure behind it. Yeah, I know. That's okay. Our place is always what I call lived in. It will never be spotlessly clean because I exist, and my sole existence is not to clean the apartment. My mother's like that. She just fucking, she hates like any, like, she's one of those people that makes sure the throw pillows are in the right spot. Like, that shit's excessive. That's such a waste of time. Cleanliness may be next to godliness, but it's also right next to obsessive compulsive behavior. Yeah, exactly. That's what ours is. Alright, I'll do it ready whenever you want it. Oh, you mean Nietzsche? Yeah, he did say that. Give good advice. Take some time away from the internet. It's generally an echo chamber filled with basically screaming competitions of clout chasers. I take everything I see on there with a fucking grain of salt anymore. I'm gonna be honest, it's the best thing I did. I basically limit myself to only being on Twitter like maximum half an hour a day because it's stupid. It's a waste of time and energy. And all you end up doing is comparing yourself to fucking numbers. It ain't worth it. I think my content is better than any of my numbers will ever live up to be. I don't need the validation and adoration of the masses. Would it be nice? Yeah, but am I gonna fucking die because I don't get it? Absolutely not. Fuck 'em. Yep. Well, you know what I mean. There's good use of social media, and then there's bad use of social media. Limit the bad use. Stay off of Facebook. That place sucks. Yeah, like when I wash my hair, which is like, okay, before everyone freaks out, there are things called dry shampoo, and please remember that it costs a lot of money for me to get my hair dyed, which means I have to fucking take cold showers. I only like shampoo my hair about once a week. Otherwise, I brush it out pretty much every day and then hit dry shampoo when it starts to get greasy. But pretty much I'll clean the shower once a week whenever I wash my hair because I normally shed enough, and then there's like, you know, color that's all over the tub. So yeah, I may as well give it a quick scrub and make sure it's not like super grody. Yep, absolutely. Like, it was blowing my mind when people were, like, yelling at celebrities, you don't shower every day? You know, America is, like, the only country where we're, like, adamant about showering every day, right? Like, there is such a thing as bacteria on the skin. Realistically, cold showers are the best thing you can do for yourself, like, maybe every other day. Like, if you want to be really clean, that's the way to do it. I mean, to be fair, I do, in fact, have hair. It gets everywhere. My hair is longer than Shelby's now. It's okay. She says I look cute, so. I think it's very interesting that the toilet with no, like, kind of privacy is right across from the shower. Pretty ballsy move. Not like battle shits level, but like, you know, it's a power move. Oof. Oh, wait, never mind. This is a urinal? Damn, dude. How wide of a stance you taking? What is this? Fucking Republican sized? Is this to prevent accidentally bumping into people in the urinal? Sheesh. Here, I thought this was a shower. Fuck me. There's shit on the outside of the Uranus. Yeah, apparently. Today I friggity fucking learned. Anyway, don't forget, this game was graciously given us to our friends, graciously given to us by our friends at Future Lab, published by Square Enix. So thanks for giving me this and then continuing to update it like constantly. Whenever I'm like, oh man, I just finished all the content. Damn. Bam. They come back with more. Oh, the noises my wrist just made. There's shit on the outside of the Uranus. But yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry that we couldn't get 15 wrapped up today. Couple of good chances, one bad load, couple of dumb mistakes by me. But I'm also not going to just continue to grind the absolute nuts off of that game. Especially when I have other content that I've missed during the week that I need to catch up for. And I know people were anxiously awaiting me getting back to this because there is new content. Let's be fair, PowerWash Simulator is the best content I always put out because it's always me talking about some dumb shit while cleaning something. Shelby's got the right idea, though. I'm about to grab some of that there. Yeah, Star, I've never seen a Uranus this big, to be honest. Like, this is like meant for 4 people at once. This is like competitive multiplayer urination sized. Yes, hello, Ross. PvE, more like. To get that many. Yeah, I don't know. Someone got creative. Either, I mean, this game is made by people in the UK. So I don't know, maybe just the urinal situation over there is a little bit different than it is here in the US. Don't know. I'm unfortunately not an expert on bathroom studies. Yeah, I have. Yeah. I am one of those streamers who's never really actually been afraid of like manual labor. No, rare breed. Me. I don't know. Some streamers apparently. You'd swear. Nah, man, I love pressure washing. Power washing. Oh, we're making quick work of this already. We're already 40% of the way done. Yeah, it's obviously like I'm not shouting down at people that physically actually can't do manual labor. But I've always been a worker most of my damn life. Shitter's full. Nice. Well, the lid's clean at least. Oh, snack break. Yeah, dude, painting's really tough. Like, believe it or not, like, it's a lot of hard work. Like with painters, the goal is to get in, get out. Yeah, taping. But yeah, actually gotta tape everything off. Which again, doesn't sound like it'd be difficult, but oh boy, is it a pain in the ass. I've also seen some of the most insane, like, not my job mate moves be pulled by the tapers and painters. Oh, okay. We might have a different word for that in the US. Drywall. Yeah, that would be more like drywall and yeah, that'd be the drywall dudes. Drywall and spackle. Yeah, dude, the drywall dudes in the US do not fuck around. And that's hard work for the most part, especially with ceilings. Like, walls ain't super difficult, but man, doing ceiling work where you're working overhead, lot of ways to really fuck up your back and arms and shoulders permanently. Plus they walking around on them stilts and shit. Yep. Hang it, tape it, mud it, blast it. Yeah, I think so too. So like in the US, like generally like the drywall like is like, you know, a section like this and like this. You know, there we hang horizontally. Very rarely do we do vertically, because for the most part, most of like our building code makes things like regular, like one floor is like generally a specific height. I want to say like 10 feet 8 inches. Yeah, there's all sorts of incredible tools, like very purpose built stuff. I am still cleaning this shitter. Yep, texture sprayers, those things are fucking nuts too. Like imagine being able to spray paint, but in texture, as opposed to just flat. Oh, they are though. Like, I love like very odd and very specific tools. Yeah. Good tools that are specific to a certain trade are always worth it. Like I have a buddy that's a professional like arborist, which is, you know, like a tree trimmer. But like they take, it's not just like, oh, Nan down the road calls up and she just wants like her hedges trimmed. Nah, dude, like he's working at like military bases, fucking theme parks, etc., like trying to like, you know, drop collections of trees, or, you know, cutting down trees that are, you know, impinged by power lines, or, you know, trying to ethically cut down trees that are like, you know, they want to actually take the tree that they cut down and then trim it up and use it for like flooring or framing and shit like that. But yeah, dude, like listening to him talk about like his very specific chainsaws and blades that he uses and like the attachments for it, and then the pricing on them is like absurd, but like, you know, like one of a goddamn kind tools. Yeah, I mean, like even I have stuff like that, you know, and I'm not like the world's biggest tool guy. But, you know, some of the stuff that I have for my 3D printer or for, like, the car or even, like, streaming equipment. Like, it's the same way. Like, shit. You know, like my OSSC, dog. I talk about that and people will show me like, oh, yeah, dude, upscaling? Let's talk about upscaling for an hour. Let's talk about audio interfacing. All right. Yep, been there. Trust me, I always want to do more shit. Where is there still dirt here? I'm taking the piss. There. Boo. Yeah, my stream career is garbage anyway, Ross. Imagine making money streaming. Fuck it. I have my goals, and if things work out, they'll get there. I'm not gonna stress about it. Otherwise, I'd just be speedrunning Final Fantasy 15 every day. And soaking views, basically. I mean, you could. You know, for me, it's really tough balancing my career as a speedrunner as it is basically being a radical leftist who is available on the sexual marketplace. You know, it's just such a bunch of tough work. What the fuck is a sexual marketplace? What the fuck is wrong with people? I mean, yeah, I don't mind that. I'm not super into NASCAR, but I try and keep current with what goes on in the series. Because they're hurting for views, so they're about to start trying some pretty interesting stuff to maybe garner some new viewers. I'm here for the change, dog. I always get excited when things start to shift away from the good old boy days. And don't get me wrong, that was a crazy time in NASCAR. And it was super insane and super fun, but like, times are changing. Let's see what they can do. I mean, I just think he's incredibly misinformed and a fucking pseudo-intellectual. I'd be very interested to ask and figure out where he is actually applying for his PhD, because part of me also thinks dude might be full of shit on that. I mean, what he posted on Twitter is basically the IRL version of farting into a microphone at a Walmart in fucking outside of Omaha, Nebraska. Unintelligent things said to, oh, yeah, whatever. It's all right. We haven't been doing super much. We started working on a new horde base by accident. So there's that. Nah, we're still figuring things out as we go. Nah, he's really started to figure that out. Man, it definitely is a little bit to take under learning, you know. What you got, Bubba? Chips and salsa. Chippies, chippies. Well, did you tell him that's not nice? Grant's too fucking busy. Is Brock Lesnar still doing like MMA or whatever? I feel like the last time I saw him fight, he got his ass handed to him because he's just like kind of old and slow. Yeah, he's back with WWE again. All right, fucking whatever pays the bills, right? Nice. Well, hey, this isn't looking half bad here. Yeah, I know he did like 1 or 2 fights, and they were just kind of like 2 very large men just kind of like swinging at each other. There was no real defense or strategy. It was just 2 large burly men just rubbing themselves on each other. It was rather actually homoerotic, and you know, it kind of confuses me like why people like watching fights and wrestling and stuff like that. Fucking blood. Yeah, no, I agree. Like the point of that is not lost on me. That's why a lot of the fights, very quickly, if one fighter is taken to the ground and the other one has wrestling experience, it tends to end rather quickly. Yeah, I know he was a wrestler, and Kurt Angle was a wrestler as well. Like actual wrestler, not just professional. The thing that bugs me the most about Brock Lesnar is his tattoos are so shitty. Dear Brock Lesnar, if you ever hear this, please don't beat me up, but your tattoos are shitty, bro. Please. You have all the money in the world. Maybe get them fixed, make them not shitty. Please. Thanks. Yeah, Kurt Angle in his, like, actual, like, wrestling career was pretty damn impressive. Very, very strong and very quick, too. For a bigger bodied guy, he could move pretty damn quick. Clement Weathers, really? Oh, what a fucking name. Yeah, I didn't follow MMA too much. Like, I'm familiar of it and with some of the names. It's yeah, I don't really often like watching people fight for money. Generally because it's just such a seedy fucking industry for the most part. And a lot of dickhead people that I don't like are involved with it, like fucking Dana White and Joe Rogan. And honestly, anything that supports them and their income, I'd rather avoid at all costs. Dana White's a fucking horse's ass. Oh yeah, I agree, but I think when you're dealing with like people's literal personal health and safety, and you're gonna be a shifty fucking shitbag about it, I don't really have time for it. I also just personally think Dana White's a seedy fucking cunt bag. He's one of those people that talks like they know everything, and to be honest, he's generally a clueless fucking moron about any subject that he opens his mouth about. Vince McMahon, also a scumbag, but, you know, a lot of people have, you know, physically assaulted Vince McMahon for his horrible takes. Yeah. Him and his wife are pretty shitty, to be honest. The fact that Linda McMahon was given regulatory control over small businesses is a fucking joke. Realistically, when it comes down to it, until as of late, fucking WWE has basically been a monopoly. And has only been allowed to exist because they were really good buddies with the Trump administration. Yep, that he did. To be fair, Vince took it like a man and knew it was fucking coming. The good old Montreal screw job. Oh, I agree. It was getting really out of control, but there was a lot of antitrust legislation and investigations that were going on leading into the startup of that. So we're talking like 2015. And like she was one of the first cabinet members announced, if I recall, that she would be heading small business administration, which is a joke because realistically, like, WWE is a multi-million, if not almost probably billion-dollar, you know, entity. but it can tout itself as a small business because it hires all of its performers, actors, you know, stagehands, et cetera, as private contractors. So they're not technically employees, which is like the most chicken shit fucking excuse. Oh yeah, they've been, I know it's been super big. There's realistically up until like I'd say probably like a year or two ago, fucking there's been no other show on the market really when it comes to professional wrestling and stuff like that, but looks like there's some competition now. We'll see. I mean, I'll be honest, like, professional wrestling to me is just literally soap operas for rednecks, to be honest. How can you be, dude, you're Scottish. How the fuck can you be a redneck? Wish you weren't Ross and you were Keith Jobby, the Scottish toilet attendant. Keith Jobby wouldn't let this place look like its current state. Yeah, I think we have a horde night tonight. We should. I don't know how late we're going. Hey, 69% clean. Nice. Ugh. Fuck. I forgot to look up the glasses. You completely asked me to, and I just fucking straight bricked it. I'm sorry, Baba. Yeah, I just realized it now. What? Fuck. We didn't. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? It'll be a memory that we can keep with us as a good time. I don't know. I've debated getting glasses for my model, but like that would literally require Celeste redesigning my entire face. I don't know if I want to put her through that right now, because she was thankfully able to squeeze me in just because I'm a, you know, existing client. Really? What does that mean? Only 2 fried Mars bars as opposed to 4. Macca's is awful for you anyway, mate. We made some wonderful sausage, onions, and peppers with some spicy Italian sausage. Just kind of let it simmer, and I grated some fresh Parmesan over it. Well, not fresh, but, you know, some Parmesan over it. Fresh grated. So probably not like the healthiest meal, but hearty, filling, and not horrible on the calories or fat or anything else. Plus it reheats super well, so you know, it's a great leftover, quick, like, kind of hungry type of meals. Well, I mean, that's a personal choice, dog. Trust me, getting rid of shitty eating habits is difficult. I fucking know. I gave up drinking and soda and fucking sugar and excess carbs, and personally, I'm happier for it because I look and feel great, and I can, you know, get away with not sleeping as much and shit like that. Mainly because I'm trying to keep myself physically in very good shape. Yeah, fuck that. Like, that's okay, like, once in your life, in my opinion. Like, I have no desire to, like, continually stretch the bounds of what my body can do unless it's, like, in aspects of, you know, health. Now, don't get me wrong, last night I had a nice filet with some sauteed onions and a couple of glasses of scotch and some crab mac and cheese, and I ate like 4 potatoes. And they were 4 new potatoes. It does not excuse the fact that it's literally a calorie bomb. You know, every once in a while, it's good to treat yourself. Oh, no, it was the right amount of food. There's, like, I don't mind a lot of things on the face of the planet. Like, there are 2 things that I can't handle when it comes to, like, shit that I just literally mentally and physically cannot deal with. Dental pain and burns. following up in a close third, barely manageable, is like the feeling when you definitely eat too much and you're like trying not to like throw up because of how uncomfortable you are. I dislike that feeling immensely. Like, I'm one of those like weirdos that I'd rather be like slightly like, you know, like the I'm hungry, it's not quite a serious problem, but like I'm hungry feeling, I'd rather feel that than the feeling of I've eaten too much. Mainly it's because my clothes are too tight these days. Yeah, and like that's like one of the worst things you can do. Is just like eat a bunch of food and then pass out. I get it, it's comfortable. I was a big fan of, you know, crushing a 6-pack and then munching on some fucking ramen noodles and then passing out. And then you wake up with a beer gut and you're fucking just pissing out of your asshole, and it's a horrible experience. And then fuck that. Alright, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish this. This level. I'll sneak in some Final Fantasy 3, and then we'll get ready for golf, and then zombos. So my guess would be this level should maybe take me another 15-20 minutes, hopefully. Jet right into FF3, put in an hour of that, and then some golf. Enjoy Final Fantasy 14 in Outlaw. Godspeed, you Black Emperor, you. Some might argue that Final Fantasy 14 might be the best game in the past 50 years. You're not the only one, dog. I know Endwalker's coming out. Get your fucking shit done. You don't want to be late to the new content. Come on. Just bad form. Yo, what's up, Neon? Welcome to the stream. New Vegas is good, but it is not without its flaws. Much like 14. But just the fact that 14 at first was touted as basically a failure and a laughingstock, and has basically come full circle to basically dominate the fucking MMO scene, like unequivocally at this point, is a tale. Yo, I would be too, Anna. How many hours do you plan on staying up and playing it? Have you taken the entire week off of work? Don't be afraid to tell me that you have, because you're not the only person. Guarantee it. Yo, there you go. That sounds awesome, dude. Sometimes it's really worth it. Like, I personally I don't think I've ever taken a day off for like a video game launch, but like, y'all know me. I'm always like behind on the times. Very rarely do I get something like launch day. I forgot I have metal. May as well use it. I think WoW really started losing its shine, like, when they introduced Pandaria. I know a lot of people were starting to get kind of over it at that point. Like, I know Wrath of the Lich King? People were, like, hella hype about that. Then I really didn't hear too much about it afterwards, you know? Yeah, Cataclysm. Wildstar? Jesus Christ, Phoenix. What the fuck, dude? What do you do? Did you dip into the crack cocaine supply again? Yeah, Neon, I get that. Like, I know obviously it's also a very, it's a very tough game to defend right now because Blizzard's name is attached to it. And don't get me wrong, Square is a very smart company. And you pay some big streamers to play Final Fantasy XIV and talk it up. A little bit goes a long way when you have any sort of social media following, clout, etc., etc. 14 has more than enough story to be considered a mainline Final Fantasy, in my opinion. Same thing with 11. I've just, I don't play MMOs. I cannot be a contributing and functioning member of society and play MMOs at the same time. Some people are great at multitasking. When it comes to that, I am not. It is free to play. I don't know. They don't even pay me to say that. That's all I know. That's the meme. I just lack self-control when it comes to shit like that. Then the other thing is, well, I'd want to play with my friends and I'd want to play with my wife, but all of my friends already play and they're all on different, like, servers and data centers, and yeah, I know there's like cross-play and stuff like that. It just seems like a lot of fucking work just to hang out with my friends, and inevitably someone's feelings will get hurt, and just, I fucking don't feel like dealing with that shit. Oh yeah, money is very good. It makes the world go round. Nice. Inf does a live cover of Night at the Roxbury. Segoy, are you gonna actually play Nier Automata, or are you just gonna fucking load the game about 9,000 times tonight? I can know that feeling though. It's pretty much runs dying right after Skype glitch. Gotta restart. What's a good way to break a window? Oh, Night at the Roxbury? Yeah, don't smash your head into the window. That shit sucks. Alright, time to play, what are we missing? Take a looky-loo here. Cistern pipes, cubicle door frame, cubicle walls, ceiling panel, light switches. Alright, wrap this up quick, yeah. What is a urinal spreader? Oh. Alright, another urinal spreader and a cistern pipe. This one. I didn't know I was running the extension boy the entire time. Nice. Alright, one urinal spreader to go, and we've wrapped it up. Alright, well, that was the most disgusting bathroom I've been in since fucking goddamn Berghain. Oh well. Whew, time for that clean streak. Nice. Clean the helter-skelter. Oh boy. Alright, so it looks like we'll start this on our next adventure. But this has been episode 24. We'll take a quick peek at this. And I'll swap over to some FF3 and then we'll get to golfing. Taking a while to load in these levels. That was massive. Oh boy. We're back at the amusement park though. Hey, I cleaned that earlier. All right, well, this is gonna be part 24.